Okay, let's unpack this. Today we're doing a deep dive into Romans 8, verses 29 and 30. It's this incredible sequence. Foreknowledge, predestination, calling, justification, and glorification. Our mission really is to explore how God's plan works with, well, human choice, and who actually completes this whole sequence.
Yeah, and what's fascinating right away is the core debate that pops up. Does God predestine only the ones who, stick it out to the end? Or does his plan kind of cover everyone who even starts down that path?
That's a huge distinction. It changes how you read everything else.
Absolutely, even if they later fall away by their own choice.
Okay, so let's start at the beginning then. Foreknowledge. What are we talking about here? Does it mean God forces our choices?
Not at all, based on our sources. Foreknowledge here respects free will. It means God knows ahead of time who will choose him. It's not like he's making them choose. Think perfect foresight, not pre-programming.
Right, okay. Perfect foresight. And predestination then.
Yeah.
That follows from the foreknowledge.
Exactly. And this is where those two big views come in strong. View one. Predestination is only for those who make it all the way to glorification. The ones who, well, simply cannot fall away.
Guaranteed, essentially.
Right. But view two argues predestination applies more broadly to all who start walking towards becoming like the Son, even if they eventually turn away, maybe hit what you might call a chosen limit.
A chosen limit, meaning a point they choose to go no further, or a boundary God allows.
Sort of both, potentially. A point where their free will makes a definitive turn within the boundaries of God's bigger plan. It's a really key tension.
It really is. Is God's plan super narrow for just a few, or is it a wider invitation where our choices still have massive weight?
Okay, so foreknowledge sets the scene. Predestination gives us these two paths. How does God kick things off? It's calling.
Calling is God reaching out. It's his invitation, initiating his plan for someone, drawing them in. And justification, it's being declared righteous, not because we earned it, but by grace because of the Son's sacrifice. Wiped clean, essentially. Okay, declared righteous. But here's the sticking point for that tension we talked about. What if someone is called justified, but then doesn't persevere?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Think about the Israelites in the wilderness. They were called out of Egypt, justified, you could say, by the Passover lamb's blood.
But many didn't make it to the promised land.
Right. Their choices led them astray. So it really begs the question, does that initial grace guarantee you'll finish the race? This example actually lends weight to that second, broader view of predestination.
How so?
Well, it suggests God foreknew even those who would start but not finish. He called and justified them, knowing they might only go so far, reaching their own chosen limit. It implies being called and justified doesn't automatically equal ultimate glorification for every single person who starts.
That's a really crucial distinction. Okay, that brings us to the end of the sequence. Glorification. What does that mean? Is it getting the Holy Spirit or something?
Good question. Sources point to two main ideas. It could be receiving the Holy Spirit, that initial indwelling. Or it could mean the ultimate resurrection and transformation, that complete final state.
And how does that connect back to the two views on predestination?
It's critical. If you hold view one, that predestination is only for the ultimately glorify themselves, then someone truly predestined cannot fall away. Perseverance is baked in. So if someone receives the Spirit, seems justified, but then falls away permanently, according to that first view, they were never actually predestined for that final ultimate glorification.
So falling away proves they weren't in that specific ultimate glory group.
In that interpretive framework, yes. True glorification, especially in the context of, say, martyr witnesses who endure intense suffering, is often seen as tied directly to their eventual resurrection. That resurrection becomes the ultimate proof of God's faithfulness and justice towards them.
Wow. Okay, so this isn't just about my journey or your journey then. There seems to be a bigger, almost cosmic reason for all this. Why predestine if God already knows the outcome?
That's a fantastic question. One really compelling idea is that it's not just for God's benefit. He already knows. It's for a cosmic audience. Think.
Angels.
Angels, yes. God declares his choices, particularly those who will endure incredible trials, like the martyr witnesses, the 144,000 Revelation, are often cited here. Their perseverance, their faithfulness despite everything, and their ultimate resurrection isn't just personal vindication. It's a public demonstration.
A demonstration of what?
Of God's perfect justice, his love, the goodness of his commandments, and the ultimate triumph of free will aligned with him. It displays his character for the entire created order to see and understand.
That's Quite a thought. Our choices echoing in the heavens, basically. A public testament. What a journey through just 2 verses. Divine plan, human choice, these cosmic implications. It really makes you pause and think, what's my role in this grand design, knowing it has such a wide audience?
And if you connect all those dots, human perseverance, especially for those who endure hardship for their faith, it becomes this powerful testimony, not just for us, but for all creation. It speaks volumes about God's character. Your life, your choices, they're part of that cosmic story. Definitely something provocative to reflect on.